everybody will agree you are the founding father of Future House. Yeah, no doubt about that.
And it's funny because when you put out an album, it's like, and you try to experiment, people are like, oh, we miss the old Don.
Yeah.
It's like, but what old Don do you miss? The guy that was like 15, sitting in his crying himself to sleep in his room, or the guy that was making trance or hardcore gabber. So, and the funny thing was like, or like sad face, no more Future House. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I like to put out music, and
yeah, exactly.
But at this point in time, I have 3 records in the Future House top 5 right now. It's a remix for Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
It's a collab I did, and it's an original. So how many more? Like, you really want to have like 5 records in the top 5?
Yeah.
Let me express myself. And if you're a fan, listen to the music. If you don't like it, I don't go into a.
Whatever.
Do you ever go into a store, like you run into a random store and go like, ha, I don't like your stool, or like, ha, I don't like that dress, and then you run out?
Yeah.
You never do that.
Yeah,
that's the internet. Like, I never comment on stuff that I don't like. It's like, why? I mean, just move on with your life. Like,
but,
so.
My question was...
sorry, I died.
No.
Yeah.
Of all
I digressed.
Of all the productions you've mentioned, is there like
so many.
is there like one signature thing, or if you think about it now, you think, oh well, there's always this. To be honest, I don't know if there is. Like,
yeah. So I think it's looking back on it, like productionally,
the sound is always great, but
yeah. I mean, right now it's all the futuristic elements, you know. And I think if you listen to Animali, that already sounds very futuristic.
Yeah.
And one of those elements is the vocal chop, you know,
Yeah.
like I've been moving away from it a little bit because, you know, everybody started doing it.
Yeah.
But at that time, in every remix that I did, I used to take, you know, the acapella and then chop it up. And then, so that used to be, and even for my music, I used to use my own vocals. What I did, I record all these, you know, I was just singing all day in my studio.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stacked the vocals, and then I auto-tuned the vocals and ran it through a guitar amplifier. That created a sound, and then I started chopping that up. And you got all these weird harmonies, and that is the basic foundation for a record like Animali.
Yeah.
But at that time, I also started using a vocoder into, you know, a vocoder, if you don't know what it is, it's like kind of a synthesized way of making your voice sound like a keyboard or a synthesizer.
Your voice sounds like
a melody,
the thing you press.
Yeah. So obviously I'm not the guy that invented that, but I did bring that back into into the sound of the way it's used now.
Yeah.
So I think those are trademark things in my, you know, like if you listen to a record like Take Your Place, I used the drop is a vocoded vocal. You know, that's how far I went. It wasn't just a stylistical thing that I did for, you know, one song. It's something I kept using over and over and over for many years. Yeah. So I think there's a bunch of stuff there. But I also think the piano, you know, the way bringing back that sort of piano and layering that with one sort of synthy sound, I think that's the foundation of my version of Future House.
Yeah. Check this out.